Hey guys, Engineer Wannabe here with my good friend Torin. We're gonna have a good. Hey, Bobby's here too. Bobby, good to see
Oh,
you.
nice. Hey,
How are you
Bobby.
doing?
Not too bad. How are you?
Not bad. I've been busy the last couple of weeks, but I'm glad I'm off today. So
Yeah,
nice seeing you guys.
yeah. It's really good to see you. Been missing you. Been missing all you guys, man. I'm not chatting as much as I used to on our
Understandably
little
so.
groups. Sorry.
Understandably so.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, it's good to see you all in the
Baby's
chat.
safe, healthy.
Yes, very, very healthy, very heavy now. Getting, I think gaining a pound a week. Is it a pound a week? No, an ounce a week. An ounce.
I was gonna say a pound a week.
An
Holy.
ounce. Yeah. No,
7 ounces a week, right?
oh yeah.
1 ounce a day.
There we go. That's what I meant.
I understand.
But yeah, it's been a long week. Haven't been able to really get too much time off work. I've been trying to leave work early. But then I had to go in for an extra day, and I'm just beat. So I protested a little to the higher ups, and I think I'm getting an extra day off a week. So
Great.
Nice.
yeah, good compromise. I really love the people I work with, and I don't want to put them in a rough spot by taking time off. But yeah, that's a whole aside. um, Torin, how was your weekend? What's on your wrist?
Yeah. It was kind of low key. Did my traditional, weekend winter hike, and
Yeah.
today I have a take a hike brew to
How's it?
commemorate that experience.
How's the
And
brew?
on the wrist, I'm kind of channeling my inner Jeff McMahon.
Oh,
I got
nice.
the hex head bracelet for the MM300.
Yeah,
The
that'll
SLA 023.
looks
And he
really
was
good.
right. It balances out the watch head pretty nicely.
Yeah. Bobby was asking how's the brew?
It's good. It's a bit sour. It's a bit of like a pale ale.
Mhm.
Hmm, very cool. Um, Bobby, how was your weekend?
It's good. Great. I'm a few days off, including a longer weekend for me.
Yeah, and what's on your wrist?
I actually have a couple of things.
Oh,
Well, it's nothing. I would just reminiscing back, not no new purchases, but I've been wearing this long since
yeah.
having it. The
Yes.
ceramic GP Oriato
Yeah.
with it's just been I've been wearing it a lot, and it's been great. No scratches so far because
Yeah.
being ceramic, I have no worries about this watch.
Yeah.
Um, and I've been just cleaning up. Well, I was forced to clean a couple of things, so I just my wife made me clean. So, but I found this in the I have this like lodged away somewhere, the Snoopy packet,
Wow.
and this is from Combat Stramps. This is a leather package, and then, of
Oh,
course
nice.
it has all the Snoopies in there. I guess you can. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
There we go. All the three Snoopies there, sitting there, but taking the
So,
dog. It's very well made. The watch case.
Yeah.
I mean, the way you told that narrative made it sound like you lost those watches and you found it after you cleaned.
No. I knew where it was. It's just that I don't. Since these Speedmasters are just locked away in this case, I put it aside from the watch box. Now, unfortunately,
Yeah. Makes sense. You had a spaceship too, right? Like a
I do. I still have the
yeah.
Lego spaceships right next to the Home Alone Lego set. So I have two Lego sets, which
Yeah.
I used to put them in there. Yeah,
Yeah. I remember those pictures.
yeah.
And your family is expecting soon,
hmm
right? Not
May
not okay, May. I was thinking March, but May. Okay, that makes
okay.
sense.
A couple more months, so yeah.
Yeah.
Then I'll be as sleep deprived as you.
Yeah. Well, that's exciting. Let's jump into the chat real quick and say hi to everyone. Chaz, good to see you. Bruno, Wilson, Bill K. I'm doing the Tim Mosso thing, say hi to everyone without saying how's it going, and I don't know, maybe that's less personal. Good to see you, Peter. And Underachieving Watch Collector, and Bobby Legs, good to see you, sir. Oh, thank you so much. Very kind of you. Justin's always strapped in as usual. Got Izzy Clayton, Hobby Bobby, Neff, and Kevin. Kevin, I was thinking of you today. And drinking out of my delicious Grand Seiko bottle. Well, the bottle isn't delicious, but the stuff inside is. Let's see, Caliber YQG, Pale Horse. Wilson saying, "Oh, Bobby's on. Someone's about to get grilled."
Not today, Wilson.
Ken, how's it going? Bobby is indeed a pediatrician. I don't know if that's too personal, but
No, I know the pediatrician stuff. Yes.
Yeah. Bobby is so kind. You know, he always asks me how I'm doing, and if I've got sleep, and you know, he's like a very
Just checking
nice.
up on you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good bedside manner.
Yeah. Very he feels like a brother to me. You know, like more so than normal, because he's always checking up on me.
Thank you. That's high praise.
Yeah. Wei, how are you doing? Good to see you. Hey, Reinhardt's here. Good to see you, sir. Miss you too, Reinhardt. We need to chat soon. Young Excellency, how's it going? I think I said hi to Mez9. Hey, same watch. Good to see you. You know, I've seen you on Instagram quite a bit. Hope you're doing well. Milo, how's it going? Let's see. I think I got everyone. Hey, Kara Joey, good to see you. Okay. All right. I think we got everyone. We got Roy Jr. Roy Jr., good to see you. Hope you're doing well. GS Chalice. Yeah. On my wrist today is it's stuck. Come on. Okay. Just the Omega Globemaster here.
Huh.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
R.I.P. Zenith El Premier. I'm just guessing. I'm speculating wildly.
Yeah.
Can you show the watch again? Sorry. Wait. Sorry.
Jacques Louis?
I wasn't expected to do any grilling today, but that's a beautiful blue. Can you put it on a full screen?
Yes.
Because we need it.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's got the pipe hand dial.
iPad, yeah.
And the beautiful case back. Nice. Deploying strap.
Yeah. Just got it today, actually.
How many millimeters is it? Is it
39?
39. Okay.
Yeah.
So Jordan, you said it was a
on the
Zenith?
chopping block. Yeah.
Yeah. Zenith is gone. Yeah. It was gonna.
I'm just
it was
gonna
gonna
pour one out for the Zenith.
Yes.
Yeah. The funny thing though is I was offered the minimal, so I was gonna be Watch Brothers with.
Don't
Torn
tease me
again.
with that unless you're committing. No.
I was gonna be Watch Brothers with Torn again, but I just couldn't do that Series 9
Really?
case. I knew it wouldn't.
Really?
Yeah.
Too many Grand Seikos, or is it just because of
it was the case.
Case? Okay.
Yeah. I like it. I just don't love it, you know. I don't know if that makes sense, but this has a very similar feel to that minimal. So yeah, went with the Constellation. I'm actually really excited about it. Couldn't whittle down a good deal on the gray side of the moon, unfortunately. So yeah.
You did put out the review of the Zenith, right? Recently?
I did. A couple of weeks ago now.
Yeah.
Kevin is asking where'd that come from.
Why did you want to get rid of the Zenith, though? That's my question. Like, was it like you wanted something like the Omega is a great blue dial on everything. Is it something that it provided that the Zenith didn't?
I think so. I don't. I mean, I really love the Zenith, and the fact that its finishing is just so excellent. I feel like I was just done with it. I don't know. I don't know why. I just I think it was just the mental preparation I went through to get rid of it towards getting the gray side of the moon. And then when I kept seeing the Zenith in my collection, I think even when I did the state of the collection, I was like, this is gonna go pretty soon. I was kind of yeah, it was kind of dead already. So which is unfortunate. I shouldn't have put myself through that when I was trying to make the gray side of the moon work. I effectively killed it in my head. The Zenith.
So
but
now
yeah,
that you have
Was it
another
too-
Omega, is that
What-
going to like quench your desire for the gray side of the moon?
I feel like it's more of a stepping stone. So when I do try to make the gray, if when I try to make the gray side of the moon work, I feel like this will be the casualty. So it's like the stepping stone to get there.
Was it too far apart, the gray side?
Yeah, too far apart, as in my AD wants full list for it.
Oh,
Which is a really bad idea.
yeah. Yeah,
And
it's not-
he wouldn't believe me when I said, it's kind of going 30% off at least 30% off on gray market and secondary. And I'm not asking for 30 off, but I just want a bit of a deal. So just holding tight on that. Maybe I'll fall out of love with it. You never know. But Young Excellency saying there's been a car accident. Almost, actually, a few times. There were a lot of blizzards these past few days and whiteout conditions. Like I was staring at headlights coming at me a couple of times. So
Oh, wow.
yeah, but no, there was no actual accident.
It's a heat wave down here.
Yeah,
Yeah, like
Wow.
70,
Wow. Nice.
75 out right now.
yeah,
It's near 10 o'clock. So, yeah.
yeah.
But you did know that Colin got your exact same watch.
Yes,
Nice.
yeah.
Yeah.
He got it on the ladder bracelet. I didn't have the ladder bracelet.
Okay.
We were watch brothers for all of like 2 days.
Well, we all know how that works.
But yeah, I feel like I will miss the Zenith, but I don't regret it right now. But it could be just the honeymoon.
Did the Globemaster comes with? There was an option for a bracelet too, right?
Yes, yeah, there was an option for the bracelet. That also is a bracelet that I'm not a huge fan of.
Sure.
It has that I don't like. It's a really rigid bracelet. Yeah, it kind of reminds me of like the brick road bracelet from the DeVille models. I don't know if you're familiar with that, but kind of looks like a wall, like but not the Globemaster. Globemaster has a oyster style 3-link bracelet, but it has like it's all like interlocked to look almost like a bit of a, I don't know, it gives me like those Timex, those stretchy bracelets. When it's closed, it kind of gives me that vibe.
Did you think about getting? Does the Speedmaster bracelet fit onto the Glowmaster?
Well, I hadn't actually thought of that. That'd be a good experiment. Yeah, I
And
hadn't
the
considered-
silver, the sapphire sandwich probably would look really good on that.
Yeah.
It kind of reminds me of that blue that you have on your wrist. Can you show your wrist shot, by the way?
Yeah.
Yeah, it fits. Okay, it looks really good. Yeah, 39 fits you perfectly.
Yeah.
It reminds me of, if you remember, the Skyfall's Aquaterra, the dark blue color that you have with the shark teeth, the indices. That's my favorite Aquaterra.
Yeah.
And I really was thinking of getting one a long time ago, but that's probably the same dial color.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. I really like the dial color. It's it's really nice shade of blue. And I was kind of feeling it's like this blue. It's like I just like that shade of blue. Just saying hi to a couple of guys in the chat. Sarmad, good to see you again. I know it's been a while. Hope you're doing well. Wilson said I knew the pause was going to lead to a big reveal. AB, hey, good to see you. I give it a week, he says. Yeah. Hey, I caught that little swipe at me, AB, when you mentioned me talking about pens. Yeah, good one there. Yeah, I have some explaining to do. Sorry, guys, I'm kind of still super low energy, but there was something I wanted to chat about. I don't know, Torin, if you saw the Spring Drive white birch. Have you happened to see one yet?
No, I mean, I wanted to go to your AD, but there just hasn't been a good weekend for me to get up that way.
Yeah.
So haven't seen it in person. It would be nice to compare it to, the high beat white birch.
Yeah. I was thinking that too. I don't know if I have. I took a couple of shots of it.
Oh, cool.
Let me see if I can pull it up. No, I can't.
Was that on the table for you at all, or no?
I went to go see it. I didn't think I would pick it up, mainly because my heart is kind of really set for the SLGH 009. That's the one. Yeah, the blue tree bark dial, not the tree bark.
Are they getting that blue green? Because that one's limited, right? That's pretty limited.
Yeah, they've already got two. They've had two. They sold two. So, yeah. He said he was trying to get me another one, or get another one for me. So hopefully I'll be able to get that guy. But the white birch, Spring Drive white birch, is really different. Like when you see it, it's significantly different to the high beat white birch. Like the striations, the texture on the dial is really light. It's not as deep as in the white birch.
So I've heard, yeah.
And it has a more serene feeling.
Is it more like? I mean, which do you prefer though? Do you like the deep crevices of the high beat, or?
I like the lighter crevices. So yeah, the Spring Drive is just running away with it for me when it comes to preference for the white birch. The crevices aren't as deep. It's got a hand stack, or the hand stack cap, so it's capped.
Yeah, that's right.
The text on the dial is a little less. It's more in line with what I like. That said, it still has that Series 9 case with the really wide lugs, which is a nice case, but it's just not for me. Which is why I would really, I think I'm done with the birches.
Isn't there a quartz version too? No.
I don't know that there's quartz yet for the 9S case, is there?
No, not the 9S case. I'm saying like the white birch type of texture. Is that okay? I was hearing something about a quartz. Okay, okay.
Maybe there is one that came out and we're not aware of. I'm not sure.
But, it's hard to keep track with all the releases.
Yeah. Tell me about it. Oh, it's crazy. But
yeah, I do want to compare it like in person. I still feel like I'm gonna like the high beat white birch better because I personally like the more pronounced texture to the dial, especially like taking photos and stuff. Like I just like how it plays with the light, and I don't know. I just think it's more photogenic overall.
Yeah. Obviously saying I'm literally turning into Bruce Williams. Bruce, I actually have a lot in common with Bruce Williams. Like a lot of what he says does resonate with me. except for just the cliches that he comes up with, like collecting experiences, not watches, and things like that. I'm a watch collector. I collect watches, specifically Grand Seikos. But
And Omegas.
yeah.
I think you've had 4 now. The 4th Omega. The last few months. Speedmaster,
I've had more.
Railmaster, Seamaster,
Yeah, I've had
Glowmaster.
I had the Speedy Racing.
Oh yeah.
So I think I had 5 or 6 Omegas. First Omega in space. Yeah. They are my 2 favorite brands, Grand Seiko and Omega. So yeah,
Omega's
and I
my
think
favorite
that
brand,
was
too.
another thing. I felt like the loss of Omega in my collection was a bit heavy, which is why I was like reaching for the Gray Side of the Moon, for even an Alcantara. I was trying to make the Alcantara work.
Like the new one?
No, not the new one, the green dial one. I kind of like it. Every time I go to look at it, I make my peace with owning it, and I go to look at it, and I'm like, it's just so boring.
I think the best one that suited you was actually the Planet Ocean.
Yeah.
That one felt like it was a great Omega 39. It was 39.5.
Yes. Yeah.
That fit you. It looked like a great. I thought that was going to last longer, but
Yeah. Yeah. What did I trade that for? I traded it for
Black Bay, right?
No, I traded the Black Bay for it. And then I traded it to get my Grand Seiko Winter, and another watch. So, yeah. But yeah, I'm not collecting experiences, Hobby Bobby. Just so you know. But let's see. AZ Clayton saying Colin ruined the Zenith. He did not. I was actually super psyched to share a watch with him. But the watch is on its way out. That was like one of the first things I said to Colin when I saw that he got his was, now I have to keep the Zenith. And yeah, I couldn't. I was kind of joking.
When did you get rid? When did you buy the Glowmaster? Like, was it this week?
Today.
Oh, today. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. All right.
Yeah. Yeah, this afternoon.
Oh,
So your AD also has a Minimo in stock, I guess, eh?
Mm-hmm. I don't know for how much longer, but he thought for sure I would take it. But
did you see any other watches besides that? Like you said, you saw the Green Aquaterra, you saw the Birch. Any other watches that you were thought were interesting or were considerations besides the Glowmaster? I know
one
the
watch
Bayside was one. But.
one watch that I'll probably buy for sure is the Oris, and I got corrected on pronunciation. The Cervo Volante, Big Crown pointer date. It's not Servo Volante. Don't tell people Servo. It's Cervo.
Cervo.
Okay.
Yeah, my AD was quite impressed at my Italian pronunciation. So maybe I got a better deal because of that. No, because I think I will make that. I really like the way that smaller Big Crown pointer date wore. It was really nice. And it was this pretty blue, not teal blue, turquoise blue dial. Let me pull this up.
Wasn't there a baby blue one a long time ago? Big pointer date, or
There
I just
was
remember
like
that.
a Dovial blue.
Yeah.
This one is quite a bit different, actually. Let's see. Bear with me, guys. There we go. So it has a couple of colors. I think we've spoken about this, but this was the one that I saw. Really, really nice piece. I really like that touch of Tiffany blue, for lack of a better description, on the pointer date. But very, very nice watch, especially for the money.
I wish they had that red instead of the blue on
I think I agree with you. If it was red, I probably would have walked out with it today.
Yeah, it's harder
Small
to.
detail, but yeah, I might make that one happen. So I was gawking at that for a little bit. What else? I looked at the couple of the Grand Seikos, and I think I was looking at the Speedmaster again. I was considering buying back the Speedmaster. So yeah, but I don't think I will do that. I think I'm kind of past. I don't know how to put this, but I want all my watches to be really eccentric and different. Not to the point where they're like odd, crazy shapes or anything like that, but I want them to be, really different. Maybe it's just a phase I'm going through.
Do you have a chronograph?
Not right now, no.
So Speedmaster would be different.
yeah.
But I guess you have an Omega. I guess that you can say it that way. It depends on how you're collecting.
Yeah. Well,
the way I was
gonna approach the eccentric Speedmaster was to get the chronoscope.
Okay. I love Omega. That's my favorite brand. I'm not a big fan of it. I feel like it's very busy. The dial. I don't know. Did you see it like in person? I haven't seen it in person, nor have I had an inkling to do so. It just feels. I love the vintage look of it. It's a great piece. But yeah, it's. I mean, even the.
I did get to see a few of them in person. I think this one would be the least legible.
Yes.
It's
the white one on the blue bezel looks better.
Yeah, high polished hands, really dark dial. The hands are gone. You couldn't even see it in the AD. Like the hands were just disappearing left, right, and center. This one would be the one to own for me. I mean,
how much is this retail for?
In Canadian, it was 11,800.
Oh,
So just one thing I just want to point out here is, what do you like about this watch? First of all, like if you're,
I like the eccentricity of the watch. I like that it's kind of wild. Maybe it's a phase I'm going through. I think it might be.
Because I think for 11,000, I'm just saying that's the, if you just Google GLC Master Chronograph sector dial.
Yeah, that's a good
I don't know
point.
if you've ever seen that. That looks much more less busy.
Yeah.
I mean, if I were to get this busy of a chronograph, I would take the Navitimer. And there's so much options to choose from than this one. And I think it's more legible. I mean, I would probably get the 806 reissue, but
I love the 806 reissue. So nice.
that's not the one. No.
Oh, it's got the moon phase.
I know. Master control sector dial. Sector dial would do sector dial. There, that's the one.
Yeah.
And it has still has a light blue touch to it. Gray dial. Oh, such a nice watch. Syringe hands.
Mm-hmm.
And it's definitely it's a limited issue. You can only get it in gray market now, but that definitely was one of my favorite watches that I've seen.
Yeah.
I would choose this, over that.
Yeah. Give me ideas.
Yeah. And you never owned a GLC either, right?
No. I need to, on my wish list for sure.
Yeah. I mean, I would think of before doling down 11K on a chronoscope. There's so many other options you can get for it.
I'm pretty sure I could have got a decent deal on a chronoscope though.
True.
Better deal than on the gray side for sure.
Yeah, I don't know what's up with that. I mean, I was like, look, it's not doing too well out there. It's a beautiful watch though. Maybe he knows I really want it.
He's waiting for the perfect car crash.
Kevin S saying should have taken the memo. Yeah. It was beautiful. I was gawking at the dial, but the case. It's not for me. Nila, the idea of a watch display, only your cast offs. I think I probably help a lot with secondhand sales for them.
Yeah.
They have a lot of pre-owned watches too.
Not a lot. Whenever I ask if anything pre-owned came in recently, they usually don't have anything.
Or you look at the thing, it's all your watches. You're like, oh no.
Yeah.
See Zenith there.
I've actually started watching the Canadian watch forums for your watches, Sanjay. Like when I know you dumped it, I'm just curious.
Yeah.
I haven't been too lucky so far, but
Kevin S saying beauty of an Omega. Peter sees. Thank you, sir. Since it's a beautiful watch. Neff says Gray Side Moon may be too big. It is too big. I agree. It's just so much fun though. It's so cool. Kara Joey says Sanjay, sorry to see the Zenith Go, however, didn't quite fit your watch portfolio.
We'd have to disagree. I thought the Zenith fit in perfectly with the watches.
I thought so. It was the most grand Seiko Zenith makes.
Yeah.
Sanjay doesn't even know why he buys and sells watches anymore. I am in a very turbulent state of mind, just so you know. Not in a bad way, like just a lot. Like I'm not emotional or anything. I'm perfectly happy and stuff like that. But like I started to just forget stuff. I started to stutter more, and I can't say the words I want to say sometimes. So probably sleep deprivation is why I can't really quite articulate some stuff. But
Sure.
Yeah. Easy Clayton says stories, and it's not you, it's Sanjay. But do you guys have anything going on, like in terms of watch purchases coming up, or? I know, Torin, you always have something up your sleeve, right?
yeah, well, I've been itching to get to your AD too, just to see what's out there. As you mentioned, I wanted to compare some of the new Grand Seikos.
Yeah.
To what I have.
Torin, there's a Zenith available.
Yeah, I know.
I gotta let Marcus know. Marcus.
Yeah, you should check the chat. Marcus is already going to get that.
Oh yeah. Let's scroll down.
But you mentioned Oris. Have you guys ever seen? I don't know if your AD has one, but I kind of got interested in the ProPilot X, like the 10-day power reserve.
Is it the skeleton dial?
Yeah, which I know it's not the most legible piece, but if you like eccentric, Sanjay, like to me that caught my eye. I don't know if your AD has one.
I'm not sure. What was it called again?
I think it's just called the ProPilot X.
Yeah, I think they debuted it in China, right?
Yeah.
There was a watch meetup or something there.
Right, that was the whole Bark and Jack debacle, right? Not a debacle, but wasn't that the one where he went skiing?
The new movement. Yeah, they're introducing 10-day power reserve.
Yeah. I feel like they might have one there.
I mean, retail is like overpriced, but I'm sure you can get a discount on it.
Oh yeah, for
but
sure.
Look at the bracelet too. It almost looks like the Green Dragon. I mean, not as good, but like inspired.
Yeah.
It is large though. It's 44 millimeters, but it's titanium and it's not that thick.
I don't think I could do that dial, but
it's eccentric.
Yeah. I don't think I want to go that eccentric.
Okay.
But it is a cool watch, I gotta say.
10-day manual one? I mean, I'm attracted to it. I'd like to see it. I mean,
yeah.
It's not as bad as some skeleton dials when you talk about legibility, Torn. I think it's still legible based on the pictures I see here. What's the retail, do you know? Like, I don't know. I believe it's overpriced, like you said.
I think Canadian, it's like 8,000 or 9,000.
I think you're right.
But like I'm pretty sure like on watch charge it's like closer to 6.
See, the thing though is when they first released this, yeah, so 9,500 Canadian on the
Okay, 9500.
bracelet. When they first released it, that seemed like an egregious price.
For Oris it did, yeah.
Yeah, but now that they have the caliber 400, which is in that 5,000 Canadian mark, it's not that outlandish. Like to hear 9,000. I don't know if you guys feel the same, but
I'm sorry, but I'm not a big fan. I'm a big fan of the old Oris, like big pointer date, where you can get it for much cheaper.
oh yeah,
When you're going to like 5K Canadian, I think there's so many other options.
I mean, to be clear, you don't buy it at 5K Canadian. I think even the Aquis 5-day you can get for under 4 easily, I would say.
yeah. Colin, I'm sorry. Colin says, I can't stay, but I hear through the grapevine that Sanjay doesn't want to be Watch Brothers with me. Extremely hurt and offended. Good night. Sorry, Colin. I know you're joking. I hope you're joking.
He's joking.
Yeah, he's joking.
We're starting our own side group called like No Sanjay Allowed Treehouse.
Sanjay keeps ghosting Torin with Watch Bro status.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Watch Bro wannabes.
Yeah, there you go.
Hey, Tenzi, Mike, good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Kevin says Sanjay sounds like Christopher Walken in Annie Hall. I see the headlight. No idea what that means. But let's see. Sanjay acting like the only watch child. I'm trying to find Marcus. Where's Marcus?
No, they're talking about Marcus.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah.
On your waiting list for that. They're probably contacting him right now.
Yeah. He's picking up tomorrow.
Yes.
Yeah. Justin saying, where did Sanjay swapped it because it didn't hack? Bro, I thought we were bros. I didn't actually mind that it didn't hack. It was eccentric, you know. Wilson says, Sanjay, which birch dial do you like better? Probably the green birch. I think I like that the best. What do you think, Torin? Would you go green birch or stay white birch?
I'm sticking to my guns, unlike some people.
There's a green birch.
Well, it's coming out in September.
Okay.
Yeah.
But there's already a press release.
High beat, same.
Yep.
Same watch says, does the new Spring Drive White Birch have ever brilliant steel? No, it doesn't. Just regular old steel.
Does the 009 have ever brilliant steel?
It does. SLGH 009, yep. I think that's the first ever brilliant steel bracelet. That's really I really want to hold it, you know, and own it. That would be yeah. Kevin S says, if you think the Series 9 case is large, just wait until you try the gray side. I did try the gray side. It was huge. It's way bigger than the Series 9 case.
So I'm just wondering if it's too big. Why do you? I mean, is this too pretty? To 44.25, right? If I remember correctly.
Yes.
Around the gray side of them.
There's something about it that's really cool. I don't know if it's the ceramic case, the way it glints. Maybe it's the dial. And the clarity of the crystal for some reason just looks clearer than other Speedmasters. I don't know if there's a different kind of anti-reflective coating, but it looks clearer to my eye. It just looked really alluring compared to.
It has a beautiful luminite too.
Yeah,
bezel, everything gets lit up.
yeah,
it was too big for me, but it was a perfect watch, great watch. I guess.
It's also pretty thick too, right?
Yeah.
16 millimeters or
It
something.
is.
Yeah.
It doesn't
But
feel.
the sapphire goes up, like the crystal
Yeah.
pushes up. It's probably like 14, probably. That's probably the true thickness.
Yeah.
But it's so light as well because of ceramic. And that platinum dust on the dial, it sparkles in the light. It has a, like, if you broke a glass panel or something, or you crushed powder glass and put it on, it has that type of reflection on the light. So that's what lured me to getting it. But at that point, Sanjay was 50% off. This is 4 years ago. But now it's going up more in the gray market. It's now near 9 US, the pre-gray market.
Yeah. I jumped way down in the chat. I didn't realize how far behind the chat we were. Sorry, guys. But I'm sorry if I missed any comments. Pete says Oris had watches in that price range for years before the ProPilot X. No one paid any attention, though. Yeah, that's a good point. Like with the Atelier series, I'm pretty sure they were up there, too. Maybe we didn't pay attention because they were dress watches. I'm not quite sure.
I mean, I do like that Oris specifically made that a skeletonized movement, like in-house. Like that was the intent for that movement to begin with.
Yeah. Well, Money says, as if Sanjay will have Collins back after he plunged to Japanese Ginsu knife and Torrens back. Yeah. Wabin says, I also tried on that ProPilot, also too big. There's a trend here. MD Chaz, do you still own this Glowmaster? Big news, guys. I still
That'll be the ultimate, right? During the stream, you gotta watch the gray side.
Kevin S says the green birch is beautiful in person.
Oh, Kevin saw it in person? Wow.
Yeah. And
is it available?
I guess they do sometimes show it in boutiques.
Maybe, yeah.
Like Miami, right. Beverly Hills, or New York.
Yeah. Kevin says at the Seiko boutique in New York City.
I think there was one in Miami too that they were showing. Yeah. Like they were showing models. I didn't know that there was a green birch out, but
yeah.
He says it's more forest green than teal, based on in the chat, right? He said also only teal in pictures and not in person, which is interesting. I like forest green. Teal kind of is overhyped based on other models, as you probably have seen.
Maybe Blue Monster says, do not trade the beautiful blue Globemaster for the too big gray side of the moon.
It's funny though, his avatar, his username is Baby Blue.
Yeah. Marcus, good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Gray side of the moon is 16.5 millimeters thick. Yeah. Hey, Cowboy Swami, thank you so much. You are divine and very precious. You are, I wouldn't say divine, but you are precious. Same watch says, Sanjay, will your heart be full once you find green Seiko with an Omega pen bracelet? Omega pen bracelet. Yeah, I don't know, guys. I'm so out of it. I feel like I'm floating.
I think the other question is, like, there's a Omega Apollo 8. Have you ever tried that on, like, that Speedmaster? Because I think it's definitely cheaper. It's a black dial ceramic case with the 1869 movement with like the moon, like it's very laser etched. It's beautiful.
I think this is what.
Yep. That's the one.
Clayton has, right?
Yes.
Yeah. I think Marcus
Colin had it.
Yeah.
So,
until he traded it in for the Zenith, so we could be brothers.
It'd be funny if you got this one and then but it's the same dimensions, 44.25 black. Again, the only thing that you're going to miss is that black, and of course the coaxial movement, because I believe this is manual line. I shouldn't. I'm not sure if it's manual line or not, but correct me if I'm wrong. It's thinner. It's thinner. It's a better case back.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's to your liking or not, but
I'm not too into blacked out watches, so
okay.
I mean, I can appreciate them, but
It's 1869. Yep.
I don't think I would own an all black. Well, actually, I don't think I would own a glossy all black watch. Like this ceramic all black. I really like the not Defy, but the A384 Shadow.
Mm-hmm.
So it has that grayish, dark grayish.
I think that was what you were considering when you bought before you bought the Zenith, right? The other Zenith.
Yeah.
24.
Yeah. But
I was considering that Apollo 8 black one for my black colored watch.
Yeah.
For the GP, I like black. If I were getting black, I wanted black. I was considering the Bulgari and the Apollo 8.
Yeah.
But again, if you're not into black colored, blacked out watches, then that's not your cup of tea. Then definitely go for the gray side. The other one was is the white side of the moon too white for you?
I don't think I've seen the white side of the moon.
It's really white. It's like
yeah.
Yeah, it's on a white it's basically the same thing, the white ceramic case and
oh, I see.
as you can see,
Wow, yeah. That looks like a Casio G-Shock.
Don't add Torin, guys. Don't add him.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't like that.
Yeah. I mean, there's so many sides of the moon. Like I think when I got the gray side, I think it was like a year removed from it.
Yeah.
And then they released this one. I was like, no, that's too low for me.
Look at that. Like, it's so disorienting to see the whole case white. It looks like plaster Paris or some kind of.
Yeah. I do like really white dial Speedmasters. This was just the only one that I felt like was too much overboard.
Yeah. Oh, you can see the metal through the pushers. Oh, that's. Yeah, no, not for me.
I really love that. I mean, I missed the Alaska Project one, but
I mean, you can't wear it after Labor Day.
Well, they can in Miami, but not everywhere else.
Marcus F saying Apollo 8 is thinner because it's manual winding, automatic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
1869. I was thinking. I just want to make sure. I've spent some time.
Yeah. Kevin S said, I thought the Omega FYS was too big. Did I? I don't remember that. I think the lugs, they went straight out, and so it kind of had this optical illusion of overhanging my wrist.
The other one that you could think about, because if you're going that price range, is the 1957 Speedmaster, the reissue, not the reissue, the trilogy set.
Yeah.
With the metallic bezel and the it's an 1861 movement, but it has everything else is identical to the 2915, the original Speedmaster from 1957, which is amazing. Yeah. I love that watch. I had that one. Good loom, faux patina. If you're not a fan of faux patina, then probably not a good option. But it's just basically the quintessential Speedmaster original with the modernized, case and bracelet.
It's like the Railmaster version.
Basically you have the Railmaster, right? So
yeah,
just the Speedmaster version of that.
Yeah, It's nice. I don't mind full patina. If I might consider that.
I don't know if they have it. I mean, do they have Trillies? I mean, it's probably harder to get. But there's so many options with Speedmaster. I mean, if you're going Speedmaster, there's so many options that you can think about. I love another one that you can think about, and if this is eccentric for you, since you're thinking of eccentric stuff, is the have you seen the Speedmaster Japanese racing, grayish style pink?
No, I haven't.
So if you just Google Japanese racing dial Speedmaster, I love that watch. I remember sitting next to a gentleman on a sushi bar
Yeah.
who wore this. I was like, wow, this guy has a Japanese. It was,
Oh.
yeah, that's actually really, really. It has a grayish dial too, right? So,
Yeah.
and it has that kind of accents that are. It depends on if you like it or not, but it's really interesting.
Mm-hmm.
And definitely cheaper than a gray side. Yeah. I mean, you can see the color combo. It works for that. For some reason, that works.
Yeah.
That with the pink and orange and everything. So I feel
The
like
Speedy Tuesday, does it have a similar, or am I thinking of the Ultraman?
you're thinking of the Ultraman, the orange
Yeah.
hand. That's the original Speedy Tuesday. And then there's Speedy Tuesday 2. You can just write Speedy Tuesday 2. That's the Ultraman, basically. That's the orange and black.
Yeah. Okay.
But that's expensive.
Yeah.
That
one's a really nice
yeah.
colorway.
It comes in a nice box set, and that special on the 9 o'clock subdial, you can use the UV light party trick type of all you can see the Ultraman type of picture.
Yeah.
That's a nice watch too. But I feel like I think the Japanese now it probably went up, but at the time you could get it between 3,000 and 4,000. Probably now it's between 5,000 and 6,000. I'm not sure. The Japanese racing dial, the Ultraman definitely is more expensive. That's probably double that. I mean, if you're thinking about something like Great Owl, but of course, if you really love the Great Side of the Moon, then you have to go into the $9,000 budget. There's not that many Great Owl Speedmasters, if I remember. There's a Great Side of the Moon. There's Japanese dial. I feel that that's basically the two major ones, and then there's some couple of 1970s editions.
Kevin,
we never mentioned the Grail Master because is that the right one that went into the car accident?
That was the one.
Yeah, that's Kevin. That's the reason why we don't talk about the Grail Master anymore.
That led to my King Seiko's casualty.
Yes. You still have the SPGY 003, right? That's not going
yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that's still here. Okay. That's my anchor. That's that's if I'm in space, that's the hook that keeps me tethered to the spaceship.
Or the anchor that's in the horological sea of fish that you're collecting, and throwing out, catch and release.
Yeah. Bruno, good to see you. What are the specs of the Globemaster? It has the 8900 movement, I believe. Coaxial 8900, yep. So it's got the jumping hour hand, 39 millimeter diameter. I think it's around 12 and a half millimeters thick. Lug to lug is around 46, if I'm not mistaken.
How's the crown action on it?
Very nice, very smooth. Yeah, tungsten carbide bezel, so it's very scratch resistant. Coin, I think coin edged. It's not really fluted. It's more of a coin edge. So yeah, that's about it. Kevin S saying Ultramans are quite expensive and not easy to find these days. Bruno says, wow, more Omega talk than Seiko. There's hope. Hey, Bruno, like, Omega is my second favorite brand. I know I don't talk about it a lot, but and there was
And you
that
never keep one long enough.
only because Grand Seiko is my favorite brand, and I will kill any Omega to make a Grand Seiko happen. So that's to put it a bit harshly. Sorry, Oil Money, if you're listening. I know that probably offends you. Hobby Bobby says, check the Apollo 11 45th anniversary Speedy. Apollo 11.
Yeah, that's.
Oh, I love this one. This is incredible.
Wait,
yeah.
That's the 50th.
Is it?
That's the 50th.
Okay, I would.
The 45th is a different one. This is the 50th one with the Buzz Aldrin.
Yeah.
Two-tone. Not two-tone, but gold is there a little bit. 45th is more of a, yeah, that's the one. But I don't think that's your type. If it's more, what do you call that? Dark on dark.
Monochrome?
Yeah.
Monotonous? Yeah.
Yeah. It's a great piece, though. It's a great piece.
Yeah, it is really. But, man, the other one there. This one. Oh, this one is so good. This one's really expensive, isn't it?
13,000 around.
Yeah.
In the gray market because it's limited edition. It was limited production, I guess.
Yeah.
But another one that you can think about is there is the meteorite dial Speedmaster. I don't know if you've ever seen that one.
Oh yeah, that's nice.
And I think that's also ceramic dial.
Oh. That is cool. But this would be pretty much the gray side of the moon.
Yeah, around the same price.
Yeah.
You know what I love? I don't really know. Maybe Bobby, you can help me out. I thought there was an aventurine dial, Speedy.
There is an aventurine dial, Speedy.
I saw it one time. Someone brought it to
so
a watch
beautiful.
meetup, and I was blown away.
That's a great one. And I think there's an aventurine dial moon phase.
Yeah, that was
Speedmaster. This is like pre-ceramic. This is like a couple of like years ago, but beautiful, beautiful, beautiful aventurine dial with the moon phase on top on the 12 o'clock position, and then a great movement. But the aventurine dial is so sparkly. It's just very, very beautiful. Yeah. I think, correct me if I'm wrong, I don't know if Rick is on the chat here. I think Rick had one.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. I think that's the only one that I collected a lot of Speedmasters. I haven't never collected a aventurine dial. I was thinking of getting one, but those are rare to find.
Now saying, how does Bobby know all this? Like Tim Mosso Speedies.
Speedies, I do know.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys remember the Speedy Flex at the beginning and the combat strap. Too.
Yeah, that's where
I just happened to find this after cleaning my house.
3 Speedies, right? But I think there's a lot of options out there, Sanjay, if you're really looking for great sides. Analog Shift, I believe, has a lot of Speedmasters. Those are used ones.
Okay.
And like you can get the Mark II, what do you call it? Mark II racing dial ones. It doesn't have to be the Japanese one. And you can have a lot of options from there, like in the $4,000 to $7,000 range. And that's what I'm trying to say. There's so many options.
Yeah.
If you're thinking of the Oris, there's so many options. Otherwise, then you can consider, and you can get probably a much more interesting dial. Not saying that the Oris one is not interesting. I think that the Speedmaster, you get a chronograph plus, loom. And does the Oris pointer 8 have a loom? Presumably it does.
Yeah, it does. I think, I think my vision is so tunnel vision because I only go to that one AD that it's good to have these talks because you totally forget what else is out there.
Or other brands, right?
Yeah,
that's the thing.
Like the last time we had Paul on, and I mentioned the the green dialed rose gold Ray and Seiko, and he was talking about you can get a Patek for that, and I was like, yeah, you probably could. Couldn't you? That's-
True. That's true.
yeah. So it's a good like bang on the head, wake up, idiot kind of thing.
No, I think the thing is like your 80 deals in Omega, Grand Seiko, Zenith, and
A bunch of
Oris.
independents. Oris
Well,
Breitling,
high-end independents, but I'm just saying the mid-luxury brands. These are the 4 ones, right?
Breitling,
Tudor.
Breitling. Okay.
Tudor, yeah.
I've never seen you buy a Breitling. Have you bought a Breitling?
No,
That doesn't interest you.
I would like to own an Avitimer at one point. I feel like
Mhm.
that's
So a little big.
yeah. The 41 is okay. But it's thick and it's got the Valjoux movement. But I really like the idea of doing calculations on your wrist, and I love slide rule bezels. I know there's a Hamilton watch with the slide rule bezel, but I don't. I think
You
that
get
one's
yourself a
bigger
Seiko
than.
Flightmaster.
That's true. Yeah.
I had one. I love that watch actually.
Yeah.
I miss it.
I've never owned that one. The Darling Flighty.
Yeah. TGV, man.
Yeah. But I think the Hamilton slide rule bezel watch is really big too, so I didn't end up making that happen. Joey with a really funny commentary: killing Omegas in favor of Grand Seikos is the most savage attack in oil money we've seen. That's really good, Joey. Oh man. Chaz is saying there's a meteorite dial, a gray side of the moon.
Yes, there is.
Yeah.
Is there?
David
That's the meteorite dial. Yeah.
Kevin is saying David SW has the gray side for 8,900.
True.
That's a good deal. Oh, that's a good deal.
Well, the Globemaster's gone.
Oh, Sanjay.
Sorry, Dib. Yeah, being a bit of a idiot here. Kevin S says SBGV 245 for the gray dial. Yeah, it's a good choice. Hey, Death Diver is here. Good to see you. Chronograph might be a good size for Sanjay. Chrono. Top time? I don't know. I didn't really like the top time.
But what about a vintage top time?
Maybe.
You don't really do vintage though, do you?
Except for that King Seiko. I never really did vintage. Yeah. Kevin S was saying that Hammy with the slide rule bezel is huge. Thick. All right, guys. Well, Marcus F with comment here: CK2998 Speedmaster is extravagant. Inverse blue, white dial, Lollipop seconds hand, and alpha hand.
There's 2 versions of that. The one is the CK298. The first version was the black dial.
Yeah.
With the pulsometer for like physicians.
Yeah.
And the other one was the blue one that he just mentioned. It kind of looks like if you bring that 298 up, that kind of looks like the Silver Snoopy third one. Similar. If you look at this one here, I'm just pulling this one up here. That has a blue bezel and the white hands. It doesn't have a lollipop second hand, but if you look at the 298, it kind of has a similar. That's the one I was showing up for you guys. It's just a gray dial from Watches Switzerland for 4.7. Just like there's things out there that you can probably get for under $7,000. That was just one that's right up on sale right now. But the CK298 ones are beautiful watches that definitely are appreciating in value, Sanjay. But again, you can't get it from your 80 because those are all sold out. Those are years ago, those watches. I think it's been 5 years now since that last 298 models came out.
Yeah. It would be cool if I got to see one. I know AB had the CK2998. I'd really like to see it in person. Young Excellency was asking about our thoughts on the new Grand Seiko Chronos with the tachymeter. SBGC 242. I really like this this Grand Seiko. It's just really overpriced. Probably because of the gold. But I really like this because they took out the screw down pushers, which reduced the overall size of the watch or the appearance of the watch. Yeah, I think it's a great watch. It's just a bit overpriced.
How much is it?
Canadian, I think it's like 25,000.
Oh,
25? No.
No.
Yeah.
Okay, let's.
You're telling me this is like 2 pulsometers, 2 chronoscopes?
Yeah, it
No,
is.
No, that's.
I mean, it's a nice watch, but that price is hard to swallow.
Let me see. You said 25,000 Canadian? Let me just make sure if I'm correctly getting this right. But a few more thousand more, you can get a VC overseas chronograph.
Yeah, see, it's 18,000 US. And where's the Canadian website when you need it? There you go, 18,000 US dollars. It's
yeah.
It's crazy. I don't.
18,000 for come on, man.
It's essentially the same watch that you can get for 8,000, I think. But you've just got a little bit of gold in there. Yeah, crazy.
Yes.
Mark is saying you can find a gray market Speedmaster 321 for 25K.
You can also get a gray market. I think the gray market Tintin is 20, and the gray market Alaska Project, which I love.
Ooh,
I missed that watch. That Alaska Project is 25,000 too. I would get the Alaska Project over that watch you just showed me. The Grand Seiko every day of the week.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's
If it
there's
wasn't,
only 1,970 pieces of the Alaska Project in the world, so it's limited to. I know for sure, unless they re-release it, for sure there's only 1,970 pieces of that Alaska Project.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, I think it's a good spot to call it a night.
Yeah, so much Speedmaster truck. I like it.
Yeah, no, it was fun. Definitely should have more Omega talk to balance out our Grand Seiko talk. Yeah, I'll be more energetic next time, guys. Anyone who's listening in, I'm really sorry. We probably didn't make it this far, considering how out of it I am. But yeah, it was really, really nice to to chat with you guys, to get away, talk with everyone here in the chat, and you guys, Torin and Bobby. Thank you so much for joining me and just spending some time together. It's good stuff. All right, guys. So we're gonna be doing Watch Soup tomorrow with Clayton from Watchdog Podcast. So hopefully you have a good time tomorrow evening. And Torin, do you have anything coming up?
Yeah, I saw in the chat someone was asking how I like the Traska Freediver, the mint green one. So my review of that watch is dropping tomorrow.
Nice.
Feel free to check it out.
Yeah. Link to Torin's channel should be in the description. Link to Bobby's Instagram should be in the description as well. Bobby, you got anything coming out?
Nope. Hopefully months from now, but not anytime soon.
Yeah, sounds good. All right, guys. Well, have a great night. Remember, guys, time is really short. We're running out of it, and I appreciate you all. You guys are infinitely valuable. Take care, guys. Stay safe out there.